Welcome, sweet friends. It's Ashley Clarke with Earthkeeper Yoga, and I am here in my home studio in Birmingham, Alabama, once again, and I am honored to be spending this time with you. I wanted to let you know that I'm filming this class for the week of March 15th, 2021. And in addition to the two pre-recorded classes that you can always find, those new releases from week to week here on my YouTube channel, there's a couple of really super cool live events that are going on for the UAB community next week that I wanted to let you know about. The first is on Tuesday, March 16th at noon. I will be offering a live mindful outdoor experience down on the UAB campus, and you can follow along with that on both Earthkeeper Yoga and Explore UAB on Instagram. So that will be a live event. We're going to partner up and offer something really special. There's a chance of rain, so we are going to be focusing on the element of water next week. We're going to just dive right in, get into our bodies, get into our breath, and meditate just a little bit on water out in Mother Nature, no matter what she brings. The second event is live on Wednesday, March 17th, and that is a Shamrocks and Salutations live chair yoga class. And that will be just for all employees of UAB, UAB Medicine, Viva Health, and that's right at noon, so you can catch it on your lunch break. It's scheduled for an hour, but we'll probably only go about 45 minutes, just so I feel like you can transition back into your work day if you need to. Information about that event can be found on the UAB Employee Assistance and Counseling Center's website. And if I didn't say the event on the 16th, the Mindful Outdoor Experience, you can find out more about that through Explore UAB. So for today's class, we will be focusing on water, and we're just going to call it Flow Down. So I invite you to have a couple of blocks. Those could come in really handy for you today, as well as your trusty blanket. That's all you'll need. Maybe grab some water too. All right, grab what you need, and I'll meet you right here on the mat. All right, sweet friends, so we are going to start on our backs. We're going to keep those knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat. And then allow yourself to take up some space with the shoulders as the head comes down, resting there. Get any wiggles and niggles out. You've got that space, and then you've also got the chin that's parallel with the shoulder, so we don't want to lift the head up. We've got as much of the back of the head connected to the mat as we can. Hands can be anywhere that's comfortable. And maybe just start to rock back and forth on your feet, picking up the toes. You can close your eyes here or have a soft gaze. I'll lead you through every step. And maybe give yourself a nice big deep inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Start to settle into just a moment of stillness here. Giving yourself a quick body scan from the soles of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Noticing any tension that might be there, just letting it release fully into your mat. Let the face soften. Let the breath deepen. And we'll start to imagine this breath moving in and out of our bodies as if it were a wave on the ocean. And that wave forms deep in the low belly. And it rises up, starts to begin its crest through the ribs, makes its way all the way up the chest, crests right at the collarbones, and then recedes all the way back down just like a wave, back into the deep low belly, pressing that breath all the way out. Allow yourself just a moment here to begin to flow with this breath pattern in and out, just like a wave, cresting and receding. And give yourself 3 more nice big deep breaths. And let this last inhale really take up as much space inside of your physical body as you can. And then exhale to let the breath go completely. We'll bring those arms into a T. And then we're going to bend this right arm at the elbow so that the fingertips of the right hand can come up to the right shoulder. Take an inhale, reach this left arm all the way up over your head, and then bend that elbow so that the fingers of the left hand can come right around that right ear. Check that chin position one more time, making sure the chin's in line with the shoulders. Take a fresh inhale. And then exhale, slowly start to send that left ear over towards the left shoulder. Nice and gentle here, staying relaxed into the mat. And use your breath to guide you here to know how deep you can go into this opening of that right side of your neck. Notice tension in the shoulders and the jaw. And last breath. Take an inhale. And exhale that head gently back to center as the arms open back into that T. Give yourself a breath. Inhale, bend this left elbow, send those fingertips to the top of the left shoulder. Fresh breath, reach this right arm up over your head. Bending at the elbow, letting those fingertips come right above the left ear. Releasing that elbow towards the ground. You can use your blanket under the arm if that would feel more supportive for you. And then slowly letting that head, that ear go over towards that right shoulder. Just see what's here. Breathing in and out. Release the jaw. Inhale. Exhale. Head comes back towards the center of the mat. Arms come back into that T. Release fully into the mat. Give yourself a breath. Inhale those arms up over your head. Slight bend in the elbows. That's fine. And then make sure that those ankles are right under your knees. Take an inhale. Reach those arms up towards the sky. Circle the wrists. Bring the palm down towards the forearm and then open the palm towards the sky. Circle, wiggle the fingers. All right, inhale here. And then exhale, let the palms come down next to the hips. And we'll start our first flow right here. We're going to inhale, knees into chest, arms go over the head. Keep that chin in line with the shoulders. Exhale, palms down next to the hips. Feet come back to the mat. Inhale, pressing feet into the mat, lifting the hips into bridge. And then exhale to lower back down. We'll start that flow again. Inhale, knees and arms lift. Exhale, palms and feet down. Inhale, hips lift, bridge. And exhale, releasing back down to your mat. We've got 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale to release. Move with your breath here. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower. Keep those deep breaths just like we did at the beginning. Inhale, rise. Exhale to lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, knees come outside of hips, hands come right below the kneecaps. Gentle opening through the hips. Maybe there's a little rock side to side. Circle the ankles, point and flex the feet. And we're going to begin to make our way into a table. 2 options here. Roll over onto one side and just press up with a hand. Or you can bring hands behind the knees, behind on the back of your legs, and start to rock and roll up the length of the spine. Getting a little momentum going. And then rolling all the way over into your table. So those hands are right under the shoulders. We're going to curl toes. So the toes come to the mat. We'll start a new flow here. If it's too much, you can always leave your feet on the mat. But we'll inhale in table and then exhale to send the hips back. Inhale, table. Exhale back. Soften through the upper body, moving at your pace here. Two more. Stay with that nice big deep breath. And as you exhale, see if you can keep the hips back. Release through the upper body, getting that stretch through the soles of the feet. Again, if it's too much, bring the soles of the feet, or the tops of the feet rather, to your mat. It's fine. And give it one more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to table. Release the tops of the feet to the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's. Nice and flowy. Inhale to rise. Exhale, child's. Blanket under the knees if you need it. Make it flowy, nice and flowy, moving through water. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back. Let's add 2 more. Inhale. Picking it up a little bit. Inhale. Coming back to your table. Inhale, curl toes. Exhale, down dog. Staying with that breath, finding some movement in your body to connect that flowiness to. So pressing strong through the arms, flowing through the legs. Staying with the breath.
And give it one more round of breath. And settle into stillness right here, pressing the hands into the mat, lifting the hips towards the sky, not worrying about whether or not those heels make it to the back of the mat. And then let's walk hands and feet towards one another, meeting in the center of our mats in a forward fold. Let's make this half rise nice and flowy. So inhale, rise up. Exhale, flow it down. Inhale here. Exhale, rise up. And check your posture, grounding through the feet. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. Exhale, palms come in front of the heart, bowing chin to chest. And check how you're feeling in your body. Softening through the knees, feeling the connection of the earth beneath you. One more breath. Take an inhale, lift the gaze back towards me, and you can flutter those eyes open. So I'm going to turn to the side, but you are free to stay just as you are, and you could bring your outside edges of your feet to the outside edges of your mat. So what we're going for here is the outside edges of your feet are equal with the widest part of your hips. So that's going to be all up to you and how you're feeling in your body today. All right, we're going to rise up with the arms into a T, and then we've got to check some things. So I am going to turn to the side for just a moment. So we want to be safe here. We're going to put a little slight bend in the knees, and then we're going to tuck the tailbone in just a bit. That's going to protect the low back. So finding that posture, a little softness in the knees, tailbone tucked in, reaching through the arms. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky, chin in line parallel to the shoulders. All right, turn your right palm up and send your gaze towards that right palm. We're going to inhale, calling these arm screws, reaching over to the right. And then exhale, coming through center, left palm comes up, gaze looks at the palm. Inhale, over to the right. Exhale, over to the left. Give it two more, tailbone in. Inhale. Exhale over to the left. Coming back through center, both palms are up. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. Exhale, palms down in front of the heart, bow chin to chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward, feeling a little stretch through the top of the shoulders. And then exhale, send the shoulders back, open through the heart. One more breath. Take an inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale those hands back into a T. We'll turn the left palm up, send the gaze towards the left hand. Inhale over to the left. Exhale over to the right. Gaze follows, palm turns up. Inhale over to the left. Tuck in the tailbone. Nice and deep here. And last round. And coming back to stillness in the center, let the arms come down by the sides and just shake it all out in whatever way feels good. I'm even moving the legs a little bit. So just shaking everything out. And then slowly let yourself come back into some stillness, keeping that softness in the knees. We're going to take our hands and stack them right on top of each other, right at the heart. And I've offered this a couple of times, but I call it turtle in the shell. We're going to make it more flowy today. So we've got the hands right on the heart. The shoulder blades are a little bit closer together. There's softness in those knees. And I'm going to tuck my tailbone in just a bit so that it feels like my back is stable. We're going to inhale, send the head forward. Exhale, send it back, keeping the chin parallel with the shoulders the whole time. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And deepen it through the next 3 rounds. Inhale. Last one. Give it all you got. Coming back to stillness in the center, and then shake it all out. One of the best stress busters that I've come across as part of a joint freeing series. You can give yourself that anytime and release all of that built up energy that stores right there in the back of our necks and our shoulders when we're feeling tense. All right, this next one, take an inhale, bring those arms back into that T. And then we're going to bring the arms forward and we're going to stack at the wrist. So right hand is on top of left. I'll show you. Looks like an X, right? X. Feet are still even with the outside edges of the feet, even with the outside edges of the hip. Softness in the knees, pelvis tucks in. Go ahead and start to turn those palms towards one another. Softness in the knees. Once again, take an inhale. Reach those arms up towards the sky. Automatic back bend in the low back. So tuck the tailbone in, find that stretch through the low back and the shoulders. And breathing in and out. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands, arms come down towards each side. And then we're going to bend the elbows and give ourselves a little hug. So shoulder blades come apart. Releasing through. We'll take that inhale, arms rise up. Exhale back into that T. Inhale, arms come together. This time left wrist on top of right. Exhale, palms come together, fingers interlace. Take an inhale, tuck in the tailbone. And then exhale, let the arms rise. And so really just opening through the shoulders here. I'll turn to the side so you can see my profile. Tailbone tucked in, protecting the low back, opening deeply through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, let the arms fall down next to the side. And then give yourself another hug with the left arm on top this time. And as you're doing that, as you're giving yourself that hug, go ahead and shimmy those feet back closer into your mountain pose. Release your hands, let them come down next to your hips. Take an inhale, send the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale, palms come down in front of the heart, bow chin to chest. Just check in with how you're feeling in your physical body here. Soft gaze towards the floor or eyes closed, whatever feels nice. And take an inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale to find your forward fold. So the upper body feels a little open, still some tightness through the low body. So give yourself a little side to side sway here, keeping that bend in the knees to protect the back. Head hangs heavy. See if you can release through the hips just a little bit more. Coming back to stillness. We're going to do another flowy half rise. So here we go. Inhale, nice and flowy. Exhale, sink it down. Release everything. Inhale. Exhale, slow rise, finding your mountain. Fresh breath. Inhale, rise up, arms and gaze. And then exhale, palms come down in front of the heart. Keep the gaze forward. We're going to step the left foot forward towards the top of our mat. And then we should be pretty close to a warrior one position. You may want to splay those toes out to on the right foot. Just, I like to say on a clock, it would look like they're at 1 o'clock. And then you're going to start to bend into this left knee. So there's a calf stretch there. There's some opening through the hips. Just feeling settled, finding what you need here. All right, release your hands. You're going to bring them down next to your hips, and then you're going to turn the palms in towards your forearms. Do you see that? Just lifting it up. All right, take an inhale, arms rise. And then exhale, palms come forward like you're painting something in front of you. And do that 3 more times. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, paint the wall. Beautiful. Inhale, arms rise up. And then exhale, open the hips. Come into your first warrior 2. So the hips are open. The shoulders are over the hips. Arms are in a T. Knee is over ankle on that left leg. And you're lunging in, not lunging forward. So here we are, warrior 2. Turn your palms up. Take an inhale, straighten through the left leg, flow it up, gaze goes up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten through the left leg, arms come up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Keep the left knee bent. Take an inhale, reach the arms up over the head. And then exhale, right hand comes to the right thigh. Left fingertips reach behind, reverse warrior. Little burn in that left thigh. Reaching through, finding that opening through the left side body. Release any tension in the neck if you can. One more breath. Inhale, warrior 2. Straighten through that left leg. Send the fingertips forward and down. And we'll find a triangle pose. So I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see what my anatomy looks like all lined up, so that you can see a couple of variations of what could happen here. Just taking a teaching moment. So if you'll notice, my right shoulder is in line with my right hip. Sometimes you'll see this, but really we want the upper body in line. So really reach through the crown of the head. Now open through the heart if you can. It's fine to keep a little bend in that left leg. And gaze goes up towards the right thumb if it feels okay in your body. Begin to bend this left knee. Let the right hand come down to your mat. And then the left hand plants as well. Back onto the ball of the right foot. Step it up. Top of the mat, forward fold. Take an inhale halfway. And exhale to release. Inhale here. Exhale, slow rise. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. Exhale, bring those palms down in front of your heart. Keep the gaze forward. And give it one more breath. And take an inhale, step that left leg back. You're going to make your way back into those warrior 1 legs. So right knee bent over right heel. Maybe those left toes open a little bit to the left. Just taking a moment to see and feel the lower body. Chin parallel to shoulders. Crown reaches towards the sky. There's some space in the back of the neck. Let's bring those hands down next to the hips, and then we'll find those palms bending back towards the inside of the forearm. Here we go. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, paint the wall. Continue here. Inhale. Big deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, let's open into warrior two. So checking all those things once again. Hips are open, so that left hip's not trying to turn the upper body towards the top of your mat. It's open to the side. Turn the palms up. Inhale, straighten through the right leg. Reach up with the hands. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. 3 more. Last one. Right knee stays bent. Left palm down to that left thigh. Right palm comes up. Inhale, reaching over. Releasing through the neck. Inhale, back to warrior two. Straighten through the right leg. Here's our triangle. Inhale, fingertips forward. Hips go back just a bit. Exhale, triangle. So trying to keep the upper body in line with the hips. And use a block here if you need to give yourself some more space, or you can do just like I am and put your hand on your leg. And reach through the crown of the head. Space behind the neck, even here. Chin still in line with that left shoulder. Bend the right knee. Left hand comes to the mat, right hand to the mat. You're on the ball, the left foot. Let's go ahead and step it into a plank. And take an inhale. And then exhale to come all the way down to your mat. Press your hands into the mat. Send the hips back. Child's pose. Shimmy the hips here. Reconnect with the breath. One more. Take an inhale, move into your table. And exhale back into your down dog. And give it one more breath. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. We're going to meet at the back of the mat. Forward fold. Take an inhale, flowy, halfway. And then exhale, release down towards your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, slow rise. Hands come near the hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, palms come in front of the heart. Find a soft focal point in front of you. We're going to move right into our balance for the day. And our balance for the day is tree. So you can choose 2 different postures for your balance pose today. You can either do regular tree, or if you want more, you can do ash tree, which engages a little bit more through the core muscles, I think, and as well as in the glutes. So choose your poison, and we'll come into stillness once again. Go ahead and find that connection with the feet to the mat. Reach through the crown of the head, take an inhale, and then exhale over to the left. Find that link through the spine, ripple up there. Crown or towards the sky, chin in line with the shoulders. Go ahead and lift that right knee towards the belly button, right foot stays flexed. And then decide where you want to be today. Arms lift if it feels okay. Feel that left foot pressing into the earth. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, step that right foot down, center your body, center your breath. Take an inhale, come back to that left side, and then step your right foot forward. You're going to make sure that the hips are square towards the front of your mat. And if you need blocks, we're going to go into pyramid. So I'm going to take my blocks and actually put them on the tallest setting. Put them right on either side of my foot. So hands are on the hips. Hips are square towards the front of your mat. Take an inhale, arms rise, not gaze. And then exhale to fold halfway. Hands can come to the blocks or not. Reach through the crown of the head, find the space in the back of the neck, and then press that right hip back where it's in line with the left. Inhale here. And decide if you'd like a little bit more by folding forward. Releasing through the crown of the head. Bend the right knee. Let the left foot come up to meet the right and move your blocks towards the top of your mat. Go ahead and come into a forward fold. Take an inhale halfway, long spine. Exhale, releasing towards the earth. Inhale down low. And then exhale, slow rise. We'll meet in that mountain. Reconnect the feet to the mat. Find your stability. Find the length through the spine. We'll take an inhale, arms and gaze rise. Exhale, palms come down in front of the heart. Find your soft focal point. Go ahead and feel that right foot into your mat. Ripple up once again. Find all of the things. Take an inhale. And then exhale over to the right. Fresh breath lifts that left knee. Left foot is flexed. Tailbone tucks in. There's your strength. And then open it up in whatever way serves. So soft gaze towards something that's not moving, so not me. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale, step the left foot forward. You should be towards the top of your mat. If you need to lean down and get those blocks, go right ahead. All right, so we're going to square the hips. Hands are on the hips. Hips are squared towards the top of your mat. Take an inhale, arms rise. And then exhale to fold halfway. Reach through the crown of the head. Chin in line with shoulders. Left hip swings back just a little bit. There's your stretch. Inhale. And exhale to release down towards the floor. Release where you can. And try not to lock those knees. So there's still even a little bit of softness and bend in both knees just to protect them. Inhale, bend this left knee. Right foot comes up to meet the left, and we'll come into that forward fold. Let's inhale halfway, find that long spine. Exhale, release down towards your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, slow rise. Here's that mountain. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. Exhale, palms come in front of your heart. Bow chin to chest. And just checking in with yourself. Body scan, feet connected to the mat. And checking in with the breath, moving in and out. One more round. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. Exhale, forward fold. You're going to step your feet back right into a plank or a kneeling plank. And then lower with control all the way to your mat. All right, we're going to send the right arm out into a T. And we're going to keep the left hand right under the left shoulder. Take an inhale and then slowly press into that left hand to roll over onto your right side body. If your right temple doesn't make it down to the mat, grab one of those blocks and put it under there. Left hand stays in line with the shoulder just to keep you safe. And then you can bend this left knee. A little bit of opening through the hip, through the shoulder. Reconnect with that breath. Soften through the jaw. Take an inhale. And exhale, slowly roll down onto your belly. I'm going to move that block over so I know my left temple can go to it. Right hand comes under right shoulder. And then that left arm comes out into a T, rolling onto that left side body. And then this right knee bends to open through the hip. If it's too much on your body to bend the right knee, you could even bend the knees up towards your belly button and stack them on top of each other. So just releasing here where you can. And the breath is starting to slow. And last one. Roll down onto your belly. You can move that block out of the way. Let those hands come under your shoulders and then press back. Find a brief child's pose. And take an inhale, come into your table. And then you can swing your legs over to either side. Let the hip on the opposite side come down to the mat like a mermaid, and then spin those legs long in front of you. We're going to come back down to our backs and do just a couple of things for some core engagement. And we're going to start by keeping that left knee bent, left sole of the foot on the mat. Extend that right leg long. Lift this left arm up towards the sky and let the left shoulder sink into the mat. So it's keeping that nice big bit of space. And then send this arm out into that T. And this time bend the elbow down so that the palm of the right hand can come right under the small of your back. So just moving it in there and then release the upper body. Really important here to have the crown of the head reaching towards the back of your mat and your chin in line with the shoulders, space in the back of the neck. We're going to lift up with the head and the shoulders only like an inch and then lower back down. You're going to feel the stress and tension in your neck, which is a great way to start to learn when you're doing it not on purpose, but subconsciously. All right, here we go. Engaging that right foot, so flexing it. Here we go. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lift up with the upper body just a bit. Reach the crown of the head away. Find the space in the back of the neck. Breathe. And if you want just a little bit more, take an inhale. Reach this right flexed foot up towards the sky. And then exhale, reach the left arm up over the head as the right leg lowers all the way down. Release fully into the mat. You can move that right hand out from underneath your back. Left hand comes down. So bend this right knee. Left leg extends long. Right arm up towards the sky, but that right shoulder relaxes back onto the mat. seeing if you can keep that left foot flexed. Reach that left arm into a T, bend at the elbow, and bring that left hand right at the small of your back. Take an inhale, and then exhale, reach up just maybe an inch, inch and a half off the mat. Reach the crown of the head away. Find the space in the back of the neck. Breathe. And if you want more, you can inhale, lift this left flexed foot up towards the sky. And then exhale, lower it back down. Reach that right arm up over the head. And let everything release. Remove the left hand from the back. Remove the right hand from above and let them come and rest right on your belly. Bend that left knee, bring the outside edges of your feet even with the outside edges of your mat. And begin to give yourself just a little windshield wiper. So just rocking side to side here. Maybe you make that flowy, like you're moving your legs in water. Give yourself about 3 more rounds of breath right there. Go ahead and give yourself whatever it is that I didn't offer that your body is asking you for right now. We've done a couple of different things today that really have been able to let you get in touch with when something feels tense in your body. Give yourself that body scan. Feed and nourish yourself with what you need right now. Or maybe just take a sip of water. And as you're ready, you can slowly make your way into whatever your resting place will be for the next few moments. You can lie down on your back, let everything just kind of sprawl open, toes go wide, whatever feels nice. And take a nice big deep inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. And rest. You can slowly start to bring some awareness back into this space that we have created together. And bring your awareness to the breath moving in and out of your body. Allow yourself to become fully supported by the mat. Let it take all of your weight with awareness. And begin to bring some movement to your fingers and your toes.
Circle the wrists and ankles, point and flex the feet. And reach the arms up over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch, pointing the fingertips, pointing the toes. And allow yourself to roll onto your favorite side for just another moment, bringing the knees up near your belly, rounding the spine, chin comes in towards chest. Completely supported here. Allow yourself to connect to any sounds around you. You can slowly begin to make your way back up into a comfortable seat, and we'll meet there together with our hands together in front of our hearts, chin bowed down towards chest. So our quote today says this: "Water only what waters you. Let go of anything that leaves you feeling thirsty." May you know kindness and may you be kind. And until we meet together again, gratitude for practicing with me today. Namaste.